So I got another Cool Tone Baby palette for you right now on my eyelids. It is so good, so pigmented. So let's go ahead and jump in with the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So lately, you know, the cool tones, they've been taking over. I'm not mad at it. I am so here for it because like I said before, when I started out with makeup, it was the cool tones. It was all about the cool tones. And recently, it kind of seems like some of the palettes kind of have overlapping color stories. So I will be talking about that a little bit later on, like maybe which one you should get over which one. But for right now, I definitely want to jump into what this video is about. And it is the beautiful Somber Garden palette. Don't ask me why I put the sleeve on it, but this is it. So this is actually by Shellwe Makeup, and this is the Somber Garden palette, and it's a collaboration with Freya. And I think they tagged her wrong name on here, but it's Freya. Yeah, it's not Freya86, but on the let's see, I think she's Freya86, but on the Shellwe post on the Instagram page, I think they tagged the wrong person. I think her Instagram handle is actually Freya86_FF. So there is a Freya86, but you need the Freya_FF person for it to actually be. So this is her collab. She doesn't miss. I have another collab by her here that I have not yet to film with, and this is by like Kwani Wheatley Makeup. Now you can purchase Shellwe. You can purchase this on the Look Healthy store, and you can just purchase this directly from their website. So they have two formats of the palette, and wait, time out. I'm going to introduce myself. So I got super carried away. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. So hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. I can't even get my introduction out right. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. If you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. But please just call me Ash or Ashley, and eyeshadow is my jam. It is one of my most favorite things to talk about here on my channel, as you can see, because I'm so carried away. Now back to what I was saying about the Somber Garden palette. That actually comes in two different sizes. So I love that because I am a total eyeshadow palette junkie. I have enough palettes coming in, and let's be honest. Have you panned an eyeshadow pan lately? Have you panned a palette lately? Let me know. If you have found this channel, this little corner of my internet, more than likely you have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. And if you don't, I love that for you. But if you do, I love that for you also. So I am super appreciative of the smaller palette, okay? So the smaller palette costs $29, and it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous color story, and it's pigmented. You see these mattes? We ain't struggling over here, okay? So with this particular palette, let me go back to my little post so I can get this correct, okay? So with this palette, you're going to get 3 multi-chromes, 1 shimmer, and 6 mattes. So I feel like it's an excellent price point. It's $29 if you want the full-size palette. And the layout is a little bit different with the pans. I'm just going to kind of like pop a picture right here. You see you have the circle pans. The layout is different. It is $59. But I just don't feel like it's a big difference, okay? So actually launched on August 10th, okay? And so like I said, I was kind of buying a lot, so I just opted to go ahead and get the little mini palette. And this brand actually really reminds me of Tammy Tenuka Siegel inspired. And I'm like, she fills that void for me because kind of the same aesthetic with, you know, like the wax stamping on the brown paper packaging with the little rope or yarn around it. It just kind of gives that vibe. You can get the mini palettes, you can get the big palettes, just like Tammy Tenuka. They have pigments. Some of the color stories and the themes kind of give the same vibes. And the formula is very good, just like Tammy Tenuka. I think that Tammy's formula is a little better, but you're not missing out with the Shellwe formula. So for this particular collection, it is described as Here in the Somber Garden, a dark, somber, vintage-inspired dungeon synth adventure. I present my magic, leave room in your garden for fairies to dance. And it says, and it just goes on to say basically about the collection times. And it's like, basically it took them 7 months to create this palette, and they're so glad that it's launching. And it said the journey was filled with ups and downs, but it's truly feels like a dream come true. And I just feel like she has done such a great job. And it says that Somber Garden perfectly captures my personal preferences. It features gray tone greens, purples, blues, and reds, neither moss green nor burgundy. Inspired by Gothic Garden, shades mimic deep purple, almost black, flowers like the dark Vider iris, which reveals subtle red and blue tones in the sunlight. It is also adorned with fern and moss spheres and black night begonias. Feel free to create looks using every single matte shade paired with any random shimmer. Creates a stunning grungy or dark fairy look with ease. And yeah, I was able to do that. So I think she hit it right on the head. So this palette still is in stock. So if you are wondering about it, if you're like, you've been kind of seeing these float around the internet and maybe on your For You page, I would definitely check it out. Okay. Now, because it comes from China, it does take like 2 weeks to ship. So you do kind of have to worry about that, but it's not a pre-order and it comes pretty fast. You get the tracking really fast, so you're able to track it. And then once it was kind of like through to the US, it was basically, you could just track it on your USPS site. So just so you know that the brand is a Chinese brand and it's been around since 2021. So they are fairly new and they are vegan and cruelty free. So if those things are important to you, you can rest assured that you can purchase this with confidence. Now, I got 3 looks for you. I am talking through the looks, so I'm going to shut up and we're going to get started with the looks. All right, let's get started with some looks. So of course I have my eyebrows. You already know. This is the Goof pencil by Benefit Cosmetics in the shade 3.75. I have on an old holy grail for the eyeshadow primer, which is the Caffeine Primer by Urban Decay. It's the primer potion. The shade is Caffeine. It is this complexion, or this shade, which matches my complexion really well. And if you're looking for something similar consistency and texture and shade, I would recommend a paint pot by MAC, which is called Contemplative State. Because don't ask me why. Who told them they should discontinue this? Urban. But let's see. We have a gorgeous little color story here. I've been vibing out with shades like this. So, you know, things like this make me happy, to be honest. Okay, so I don't know. I feel it's so many options that I want to do. Okay, we're gonna go for it. I love a good periwinkle, a good blurple, grateful, gray, bluish. Love it. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna pop that in the crease. Ooh, nice and pigmented. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna take it up too high, but I'm just gonna keep it like right here. I'm gonna blend it back and forth. And I might change brushes in a moment. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going on nice. I just literally used like some Cinema Secrets on this brush. Yeah. So I feel like it's moving a little stiff. So I'm just going to go in with a Singe Beauty brush. This is an E05, and Singe Beauty, that's owned by Angelica Nyquist here on YouTube. Yes, there we go. Because, you know, it's dry, but it is just not dry enough. So I'm just blending that through, and I'm kind of keeping it up and not in the direct crease, but just blending back and forth. And obviously it was, oh, well, I probably wiped that brush in the area on my little makeup towel where it was a little bit of glitter flecks. So if you see that. So really like it. Okay. Now I'm going to take like a little softer blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. So just to kind of blur the line, nothing too crazy, because we know this is a lighter shade, just so it has like a smooth little blending transition. especially when colors are like a little starker. So I'm just gonna pull that through. Because on my complexion, unless I put that on the lid, that's all I can really expect from that shade. And it is what it is. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the navy. Y'all know I love a navy matte. Look, if I had a chance to create a palette, it would be navies, it would be grays, it would be blurples, it would be greens. It would be warm, it would be cool and warm at the same time. We would have a multi-chrome. I am liking how this applies. Shellwe has some great mattes. Like, honey, they don't come to play. And I feel like Freya does such a good job with her color stories. I have another palette that's a collab that I need to try out. But there we go. Gorgeous. And I'm just like literally patting and flicking the brush. Like it's literally blending itself. Okay. Now, I wipe that brush off. Now what I think I want to do, I'm gonna pop in here. We're gonna see how pigmented she is. This is kind of like a little lighter blue shade. And I'm just gonna pop it in here. Okay, so as just a patted out situation. Yeah, see, this is what, so I don't mind when shades are like lighter, but when they're just like the base is too white and it blends it out white, that's where I'm not with it. But that right there, yes. Okay, glitter glue. Okay, so I just made a joke about myself on Instagram. So, you know those little trends that were like, I know such and such, like your favorite thing hates to see you coming. Honey, I know a NYX glitter glue hate to see me coming with my whole little, you know, it's splurts out the side, because I don't know, the applicator, it just don't be right anymore. They need to fix this. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay that down. And when I do my NYX glitter glue, well, I'm doing two separate eye looks, but if I was doing like the same eye look, I always do one at a time. And I'm gonna layer it slightly over the matte shadow, so when I like fuse it in, it'll stick down well. But yes, so the lid is covered. And I just usually take like a flat, like a concealer brush. This is a Sigma E75. Brushes that kind of look like this, because they can kind of handle the gunk of the glitter glue and those type of products in them. Now, this is where it gets hard. It's like so many beautiful shimmers, but oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to go in with this shade. I'm going to tread lightly because as I can see, it's a little bit more textured. Okay. It's pretty dark. So I'm just going to pat a little bit right here. Yeah, it's a little bit more textured, so we don't need to do too much. And that's pretty. That is gorgeous. Okay. And I'm just going to do a tiny bit more. And pull it up into the crease. Just so it meets in my fold and you can see it. Wow. Okay. Now I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm like, I don't know what shade I want to take. And I'm having no problem. Like, I know these are miniature shadows, but I'm literally having no problem with sticking my brush in. That shade right there, honey, yes. I'm having no problems getting my little fingers. Well, my fingers are little. I have the hands of a fourth grader. Let's be clear. Okay, hands are small. Feet are small too. I wear a 6.5 shoe. But like, I'm just saying, I'm having no problems working with these shadows. And I know they're smaller. Some people might not prefer that, but you know, if I can get a palette like in a miniature version, like some things I wouldn't prefer in a miniature version, but I prefer this just because, I mean, am I really about to be using up a whole palette? What eyeshadow have y'all seen me pan? I'll wait. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. And 9 times out of 10, if you are watching me, you ain't paying nothing either. Or at least in a very long time. gorgeous. That took like nothing to create. We're done. I'm going to leave that corner that way. Yeah, because we don't have anything that's really like lighter that we can put in the outer V. I mean, in the inner corner. So I'm good with that. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay. And I am going to jump in with the beautiful burgundy shade. Yeah, it would probably be like a little aubergine moment in my palette too. And these shadows are so pigmented. Like, I am here for it. Now for this look, I think I'm just going to kind of blow it out. And I'm just kind of doing circular motions when we kind of get to the edge or the end. I love the shape of this look. Yes. Okay, and I'm just like buffing and building. Y'all know me, serial blender. So I'm gonna blend into my little heart's content, and I'm gonna drag it down because I want this color through the crease as well. But I love how like you kind of get the little share it out moment, you know? You can share it out. I'm bringing some into here, but I'm not gonna take it too far. And I'm just gonna keep going. And I'm just gonna kind of press some and start working it into the outer V also. I'm just kind of doing circular motions. So I like how it's like darker right here. We're definitely getting like that depth and dimension. And now I'm just going to kind of start stamping the shade into the little outer V area. So happy with that. All right, taking that brush that we used on the other side, I'm going to take that light shade again. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just going to like smooth out, feather it out. I'm just going to kind of bring it across the front too, just to catch the little phrase. Now we got my good old girl NYX. And now I'm just going to pat it across the front. And this look is going to be a little bit more monochromatic. I'm putting some here. I don't know why, but yeah. I don't know why, but I am. Okay, so before this dries down in the inner corner, I am going to go back in with like that kind of bluish shade, and I'm gonna pop it there. Yeah, liking how this looks. Now I'm coming here, this shade right here, and we're just going in with the finger. Oh, it's a beautiful tone. It's like it has some gold to it, yes. So the look that was kind of dark is not so dark anymore. And I'm just putting this across the eyelid. This is really pretty. And the little flecks of blue in here. Oh man, I'm here for this. Like the last few palettes, well maybe not the last, but the Gargoyle, I just did Cooltrals, and these three do have kind of like similar color stories, for being honest. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now I kind of want to go back in with this shade right here that we used across the lid, because I feel like these two will still like complement each other well, and I'm going to kind of put it on the back end. So you just have like a little extra party on the lids here. Really cute. honey, I think we're about done. I think I'm just going to take a little bit with a brush. I'm going to go back into the shade, and this is like a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to kind of bring it over just, oh, excuse me, just a tiny. There we go. And we have our matte inner corner. Like it very much. Going ahead and take a little makeup wipe, and I'm going to clean up. You can do this with concealer. I like to do it kind of before the concealer, because sometimes if I got a little bit too much fallout or some glitter particles, then it's like caught up in my face. But there we go. So, wow. This is not disappointing, and you see it did not take me long at all. I did both of these looks in 15 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. All right, here are the first two looks. Gorgeous. It's glam. Both of the looks are very glam. Like, they're either, I don't know, it's so smoky and subdued, and the light flecks with the shade right here. I don't think the shades have names, but this is so gorgeous against the blues. I really like how this blue-ish, it's like a blue-gray blue. It's not quite baby blue, but I really like how it pops. And it didn't give off too ashy. I know I didn't like blend it out, but all the mattes are really, really pigmented. And I love that. I mean, the looks are just, they're gorgeous. They're glam. I feel like, you know, you could definitely wear this palette out, a special occasion. It is really pretty. Like, this would be a hit during the holiday. But let me go ahead and do my face details. I am wearing the Huda Beauty, my sample of the peanut butter. This is the new Easy Blur, because I was not going to buy a deeper shade because I'm probably closer to cinnamon when I'm not so tan. But peanut butter is giving right now. It is a beautiful shade. I had to kind of remember not to put too much on, because this is my downfall, right? My downfall is when things are like this, or I have a doe foot and I'm using a spatula to put it on. And the last video I filmed, I was just like putting it all over my face. I was like, oh my, I have on a lot of foundation. Okay. Now, for the contour / bronzer, I went ahead with my contour stick by Sephora collection. I've been loving this. This just came out, like, I want to say around March, April, right around the time when I had VIB for the spring. And this is the shade Medium Tan. I went in with my Duality face palette by Adept Cosmetics. I do have a code with Adept Cosmetics now, and the code is Dr. Ash. And I went ahead and took this beautiful shade right here, which is Honey Never Spoils, because it's just like, it goes with the look. It's a little more cool tone, mauve-y shade. And I did go ahead and take my favorite little highlighter, this Maybelline times Puma Masterchrome highlighter that I've been working on forever. And it's just a nice champagne-y, well, like really more peachy gold versus champagne. And let's see. For the lashes, I went ahead with my brown lashes that I've been loving so much, because they're so, it's like, it's drama, but they're not harsh. It gives a lot, like a lightness to the eyes, gives some flirtation to the eyes, but this still brings the drama. Like, you can still see it. And what I also like about these brown lashes is that the band is black, so you do get like the definition and it's not blending in. I also feel like this is a good fit if like your hair color is a little bit lower, if you're lighter in complexion and you don't want something that's as stark as a black lash. And for this eyeliner, I went ahead with my ColourPop. This is a metallic liner, and the shade Outer Space is a beautiful, just turquoise liner. So a nice option other than doing black. And I went in with one of my OG favorites right here. This is going to be the Acting Up pencil. This is part of the Multichrome line with ColourPop Cosmetics, the Multichrome gel liner. So I really feel like these are fabulous. Really, really nice bang for your buck if you want a multi-chrome liner. But all the ColourPop really kills it with the liners. Their liners be dope. So, oh, and I gave y'all a little different lip combo because I said, Lord, they gonna come for me if I come in here with this doll face. So I went in with the alkaline liner still by Urban Decay, but I pulled out this old bad boy, right? Do you guys remember when this came out? This is the Viva Glam 2. This is Rihanna's second collab with Viva Glam, okay? And this was, yeah, it's just called Rihanna 2. And it's a beautiful little kind of like silvery lip gloss. It's really just cute, you know, kind of plummy. It's a vibe. So I thought that would be cute and a little different. So we got a little glossy vibe. Overall, I'm very happy with the performance of the shadows. I have like the color story, the mattes are very pigmented. I feel like you have a lot of options with, even if your skin is deeper, like these are going to show up on you. I did not have any problem blending them out, and you see how deep it was running, especially here and here and here. Really nice how this popped, so it gives you a nice like inner corner highlight. So for the next look, I definitely want to go into the greens, and I definitely want to take this shade right here. So I think we're going to do like a little green, this combo with the little navy stitch. I think it's going to be super cute, so I'll be right back. All right, so for the third look, I'm going to jump into this little muted green shade, and we're going to hope she's giving. I'm just going to stamp it in. Okay, okay. We're off to a good start. Come on, Shellwe. Like, honey, y'all. That is good. And I'm just like blending this all across like the transition area into the crease, but come through. Yes. So I think this is like my second Shellwe palette I've actually tried for real, even though I have like a whole collection of mini palettes that I need to use. But I was just saying in another video, I was just like, I feel like at the beginning of the year, I was like really using my palettes, and then me falling off from being sick, and now I'm just like in the catch-up game. So, I mean, I still have I had like three C beauty palettes, three other C beauty palettes I need to overuse over here, like the Anthony. I have another Freya collection collab that I need to do, the Noremi palette. It's a lot, but this right here, child. And when you look at it in the pan, you wouldn't think that you're getting this. I'm so here for this. This don't even make no sense. I am here for it. Yes. Okay. I'm here for it. That blended out wonderfully. Now, I'm going to do this. I don't know if I need to do it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to take this little slate grayish shade. Okay. I mean, it didn't harm anything, but I don't think it really... Well, okay, in the front part where I guess I didn't have so much, it did help. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't like focus it in the inner crease right here. So I'm in love with this palette. Dang. I'm just so happy with like where the direction of C Beauty is going, because they just, some of these brands really have like some really nice formulas, really nice color stories. Crypting Cosmetics is another one. I'm going back in with that green that has really nice color stories, really nice formulas. Yeah, they're bringing the heat, honey. This is good. Okay, now I'm gonna take, I'm like, what? I don't even know what I used before, but I'm gonna go in with our little blue shade that we love right here. I was like, yep, honey. So that just lets me know, like if I just did an all matte moment with this across the lid, it would probably just be like fire. I'm so happy with this. And you see how fast it's blending in with our navy. And I'm just like literally patting this in. Like, I don't really have to do too much. It's just kind of like, I'm just patting it and picking it up and putting it down. Like, what? Yeah, and I'm done because I want you to see all of that. Now I'm over here like, I think I need the Elena palette by them. Maybe they have like a little Black Friday sale. I will get that, but I really need to use my other palettes by now. And I'm just going to kind of flip the brush on the side just to kind of blend that. I didn't need to so much on that side, but yeah. And you know, Ash uses a cereal blender. But I am this green, honey. I'm into it. My glitter glue. My glitter glue. Yes, honey. I'm just gonna put this over the lid. I'm gonna work one eyelid at a time because I don't want my glitter glue to dry up. And I'm just popping that. Boom. Okay. Now, going in with this little baby right here, and then we have used every single shadow in this palette. Look, look. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh man. So stunning. This would be pretty with the purple too. You see that little purple flip in there also? And I'm just gonna kind of lightly blend that back. Bring that down an eyelid. I'm not gonna bring this up too high because I have that gray color in there, and in this particular look, it is providing dimension. It's making my hood kind of sit back. But yeah, wow. Because normally, you know, I will bring it up through here. But it also depends on like the placement of the shadows. I'm just shaking my head. This is just so beautiful. And I'm just going to take my little flat definer brush and just touch up just slightly right in here where my finger can't really get into that little area. And I am done, honey. So I will like come back with my other eyelid together and my lashes on. I'm trying to think, do I want to use that teal pencil? I feel like it would be cute, but do I want to go in a different direction? This green, I was not expecting it. All right, I shall return. I am back, and here is the final look, and you already know I am in love, and it took no time to create, and I already told you how I feel about the green mattes. Like, I'm just pleasantly surprised, so happy. Like I said, I've tried Shellwe before, but I just didn't like, I remember the mattes being pigmented, but you just never know sometimes. So the fact that these mattes are so pigmented, I definitely feel that this palette will work on complexions that are actually deeper than me. You can actually see the different shades of color. You can tell, and they just blend out so easily. You see, it took me like no time to complete this look. The shimmers, of course, those are super on point. I love how you're kind of getting like that old gold sparkle, bronzy. So you can kind of get a little neutral look with this palette. Of course, you know, like the deeper shades in the palette are pretty much like the, you know, the aubergine or the navy, but I feel like everything just ties in so beautifully. And I'm very happy with the look. Now, basically, I wore the same lashes as I've been wearing, but for the liner, I did switch it up. So I went in with that teal liner, and this is the shade, the Outer Space, the metallic liner by ColourPop that I had on in the look before. So I did that on the outer half. And on the inner half of the lid, or just like the inner third, I went in with this ColourPop. I think it's called Wild Idea. And this is part of their multi-chrome line here. It is a nice brighter green, so I felt like the two gave a nice contrast together, and it kind of just pulled out some of the green that was in this palette. But overall, I'm really happy with the quality. I think like the price point is a fabulous price point. Like, you can get the full size for $59, or you can get the mini size for $29. I wouldn't mind having the full size. I feel like the palette is definitely worth it, but then also for like my budget. And like I said, I'm not really panning any eyeshadows. I'd be very shocked, appalled, flabbergasted, all the adjectives if I actually pan an eyeshadow palette. However, on my other products, on my makeup products, I've been moving through some stuff, but that would be another video for another day. But like I said, I just like that I was able to get the mini version. It was a lot of releases kind of coming out at this time, so I was like, I want it, but I think mini version is the way to go. So this color story does remind me of some other color stories. So I do have her other collab, and this is called, I literally like memory, ma'am. Okay, I had to pull up the Instagram post because this is another C Beauty brand, and I purchased this from the Look Healthy store, and you can get Shellwe from the Look Healthy store as well. So this is her other collab, and it's kind of similar, so I wanted to show it to you guys. I have not filmed with this yet, but I do plan on filming with this, and this is called The Floating Life, and this is with Cherry Yip makeup, or Cherry Yip Kwan Yan makeup. So I'm going to try to leave this down below on the screen because it looks like this palette is still available, and I thought it was very, very beautiful. So as you can see, there is a tiny bit of crossover. She even does like a swatch. It's an Instagram where she kind of does a swatch of the both, but I definitely feel like both of the palettes definitely have a place in my collection. This is definitely more cool tone. This one you can get a little bit of warmer tone look, especially with the shimmer shade that I have on the lids right now. So both very gorgeous. This one kind of reminds me of the new Bella Beauté bar that's coming out, the Vamp palette. I do plan on picking that up. I think that comes out on Friday. I've never tried them before, but I do plan on picking that up. And this one also gives me, like, I just got through using the Cooltrals palettes, the Cooltrals palette by Cosmic Brushes. So let's see, let's pull that out. It kind of gives me that vibe, like the last three kind of palettes I've used, plus Gargoyle. So now we have the Cooltrals. So you do have a little dupe. For me, there is a place for both. Like, I purchased this first, and then I don't know, I feel like these might have came out around the same time. So you definitely have some crossovers. So it might not necessarily have both in your collection. Which one would I choose? It's very hard to say. I think I would go with this one. So for $29, it is a mini palette. This is $38. I really like the Cosmic Brushes formula. I have nothing bad to say about it. So, but if you could not get both, I think I would go this route. Because the mattes are very pigmented in here, but I think the mattes perform just a little bit better with the Shellwe, just to be honest. So if you could only get one, I would go this route. This one is kind of like a more edited down, because you could definitely see with the match. You have that burgundy that you have in here. You got a navy. You got a navy. You kind of got that blurple shade. You got it down in here at the bottom. I'm just kind of lifting them. Y'all know I can't hold too much, okay? I can't hold and point and all of that at the same time with two palettes in my hand. And then you kind of have like, you know, that sparkly, like the first multi-chrome, it kind of mirrors the top multi-chrome right here. And then the second shimmer shade, if I'm going from top to bottom, kind of mimics the one that's right here, like to a degree. This one is definitely deeper. So you kind of get this and this vibes, you know. And then down below, now you don't have anything like that that is inherently bronze. You do have a taupe at the top. And then you kind of have this silvery one. So I think that this one is a little bit more unique too versus the other ones in the palette, but you do have this. But I think I would go with this one, to be honest. And like I said, the full size of this is $59, but I love both of them so much. So, and then we got Gargoyle, right? By Unearthly. Now, if you couldn't get both, now this is just such a hard. If you couldn't get both, where would I go? I think I would go with Gargoyle. If you couldn't get both, now Gargoyle is definitely in the $50 range, really like $60 range. I think it's worth it, really high quality. I think the packaging is definitely more quality than the Shellwe. But I think I would go with Gargoyle. Just because you have this tone here, you have this tone right here, you got kind of like the gold. You still have some of the inherently, so you see the color tones, So like, I really don't need another palette this color, do I? This color story, I just don't, huh? But I think I would go with Gargoyle. Yeah, over the Shellwe. Because I just really like, you get a little bit more light tones with the Gargoyle that you're not going to get with the Shellwe. So, but I really like, look, I will fight you. Like if I couldn't, yeah. So as you can see, that's the trend. So then, oh, I don't know why I'm putting this set. So I do have the Miss Witch, and I did film with the Miss Witch because this was my first time actually trying Shellwe. So somewhat similar, but you got a lot of purples, you got the green, and I actually feel like the formula of Somber Garden is actually better than the Miss Witch, to be honest. Like, I did not have a problem with it, but I definitely prefer Somber Garden versus Miss Witch. So, Freya, you did an excellent job with this collab, and I'm very happy. I definitely need to use this again. I think I've used this twice, but yeah. I think the shimmers are better in this particular formula versus this one. These are a little bit more stickier. I mean, they're good, but I definitely prefer Somber Garden. So I'm really happy I got it. So if you already have the Miss Witch and you're wondering, I would definitely go Somber Garden. I definitely get it. Or if you're thinking between Somber Garden and Miss Witch, I would go with Somber Garden. So let me know what your favorite look is. I love this. I loved all of them, to be honest. But my favorite look is this one and the first one that I did over here. Those are my two favorite. I really like my mauve moment, but yeah. So let me know what your favorite is down below. Have you tried Shellwe? Because I think if you are into some nice color stories and some different things, and they have a lot of little mini palettes, I think you will really like this brand. So leave me a comment down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video. And I'm starting to feel better. So the content is starting to come. Praise God. So with all of that being said, please subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here at my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.